Morning, everyone. I am posting this on Sunday, but I imagine most of you aren't looking at it till Monday. So I hope you all had a good weekend. The way I'm planning on doing the assignments the rest of the time is we've got 2.5 weeks. I'm going to post 2 assignments this week, 2 assignments next week, and then you will be done. That last 3 days of the school year you can use as catch-up. I would suggest you all, if you're behind, to start catching up now. I always give late points. I'll leave it up. Most of these are left up for 4 days if you want 100%. Then I give you another 4 days for 80%. Then I give you pretty much unlimited time, like till May 9th, to get 60% on these. So there's plenty of time to get some points back on these. I've posted 2 a week now for the last 5 weeks. So over the last, well over a month, month and a half or so, counting spring break, you've had 10 assignments. So it's definitely doable. It's not a lot of work. All right, today we're going to finish up on sequences. I gave you all a review of like Algebra 1 type sequences last time. This time, going to be a little bit tougher. Not too bad, though. I think you'll find it all right. All right, here's problem number 1. It's the sequence is expressions. All right, let's look at what happens here. Let's just look at the first part of it. We go minus 7x minus 4, then minus 6x minus 4, then minus 5x minus 4. So the minus 4, then it doesn't change. So the only thing that changes is the x and the coefficient. So we'll look at that. Minus 7x, then minus 6x, then negative 5x. I keep saying minus and negative back. I hope you keep it in your mind as interchangeable. So minus 7x, minus 6x, minus 5x. So it's going up x each time. So the difference in this sequence is just x. Here's the next problem. 5x minus 4, 4x minus 1, 3x plus 2. So we got 2 things going on here. We've got the x's, they keep changing, and then we've got the constant. The number is called the constant. It keeps changing. So let's see. 5x, 4x, 3x. It keeps going down an x, minus an x each time. So we know this is going to be the difference, minus x. Now let's see about the number. Negative 4 to negative 1, it went up 3. Negative 1 to 2, it went up 3. So the answer for this is going to be negative x plus 3. This looks a little bit like one of the problems you did last time. Let's see, we've got 4, 12, 36. So it keeps jumping up big. There's a bigger gap between 12 and 36 than there is 4 and 12. So you know that this isn't going to be difference. It's going to be a ratio. And let's see, to make 4 to 12, that's going to have to multiply it by 3. Let's try that with the 12. 12 times 3 is 36. So yeah, the ratio of this is going to be 3. Okay, got a little something different here, and this is going to show up on your problem set probably about 3 times on Delta Math. All right, what is the sequence here? All right, we got 9, then we go 9 square root of 3, then we go 27. All right, what do we have to do to 9 to make it 9 times square root of 3? That's pretty obvious. We're just going to multiply it by the square root of 3. 9 times the square root of 3 is the square root of 3. 9 times the square root of 3 is 9 times the square root of 3. So let's see if that works for this one. Can I multiply this by the square root of 3 and it become 27? I'm going to write it down here. 9 times the square root of 3 times the square root of 3. And if you remember, square root times square root just gets rid of the square roots. So it's 9 times 3 equals 27. So that works. The answer is square root of 3. All right, here's another one of those nasty like square root problems. All right, so we've got 16. The next one is 18, the square root of 2. Then we go from there to 108. So the first thing we have to do is figure this out. We have to figure out what you multiply 6 by to equal 18 square root of 2. So this is going to be 6 times 3 equals 18 times the square root of 2. Check that out. 6 times 3 square root of 2 is going to be 18 square root of 2. Now, that'll be our answer if we multiply 18 square root of 2 times 3 square root of 2, and it equals 108. So let's check that out. 18 square root of 2 times 3 square root of 2 equals, let's do the numbers first. 18 times 3 is going to give you 54. Square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is going to give you 2. 54 times 2 is going to give you 108. So we're right. This is our answer. 3 square root of 2. When I was in Delta Math playing with some of the problems, I only saw one problem like this. So the chances of you seeing this problem are kind of rare because they've got a pretty big repository of questions. And if I only saw one, probably isn't going to be a lot of them. All right, look at this one. This one, the number just keeps getting smaller. All right, we need to come out. We know this isn't going to be a difference because the difference here is 6 and the difference here is 1.5. So this is going to be a ratio. All right, we'd always do one like this is you just 8 to 2. Let's see. I'm going to have to make 8 2. I'm going to have to multiply 8 times a fourth, which is the same thing as dividing by 4. Because if I do that, 8 times 1 is 8. 4 equals 2. All right. So let's see if that works, multiplying by a fourth. 2 times 1/4 equals 2 fourths, which equals 1/2. So this one checks, this one checks. The ratio for this is 1/4. Like I said, you might not see this question again, but just in case, I wanted you to see you can multiply by fractions. All right, that's pretty much it. I think you all do well with this. This is a little more complicated than the last one because of the square roots, but just take your time and remember the square root of anything, 139 times the square root of 139 equals 139. Multiplying them, basically squaring any square root gets rid of the radical sign. All right. If you got any questions, let me know. There'll be another assignment posted on Thursday.